Middle of the night, we went to the hospital, and nobody knew we were at the hospital. But my dad was building a shed in our backyard for us to put lawnmowers and things in, and he didn't know we weren't in the house. So he kept building. Andrew was born, my mom was notified, my dad came home, and when he came home, she told him the baby was born, and he broke down crying because he had no idea we were not there while he was in the backyard.
I can particularly remember the excitement of my father. He was showing Andy's picture to strangers everywhere, and he happened to be visiting our band that night we were playing, and he was just showing everybody the picture. It was the brand new baby picture.
I've known Arm, Andrew Robert Marcus, since 2004. We were floor mates, roommates with him after college, and now he's my trainer, so I've known him in a lot of different ways.
I'm Samantha Marcus, and I am Andy's first little sister, and Beth. So Andy is 3 years older than me, so he was always in my life. He's been one of the only people who've been in my life as long as he has been. And when we were little, I just wanted to be like him. I wanted to do everything that Andy did all the time, like to the point that Mom says that I tried to potty train like a boy because that's how Andrew did it. So I wanted to do it like that way too.
Hi, I'm Jessica Marcus, the new Marcus, and I'm Andrew's wife. So met Andy at Retro Fitness. He was my replacement trainer actually. I was actually going to cut him. He wasn't hard enough. Got back at me for that one. After all our sessions together, we kept having awkward goodbyes, and he would say, you know, what are you doing this weekend? I'm like, nothing, hint, hint, wink, wink, and I would ask, what are you doing? He's like, nothing, and then I'd say, okay, bye, and that was that for a few months, and I finally got the courage to ask him out, and he said no. With some coaxing, he said yes, and here we are.
I'm Josh Winters. I met Andy in September of '04. We went to college together. It was August 28th, the first Saturday we were at college. He actually just come back. He went to a Phillies game, shocking. And there was a big conversation going on in our room, and about sports, and he joined it. And a friendship was born, as they say.
I met Andy, I guess, a few weeks after my sister and he were dating. It was at an Oktoberfest party. And it wasn't really super one-on-one because there was a ton of people there. I got to see my sister in a whole new light, and she was just super happy and glowing, and he just was bringing the best out of her. So I kind of knew then that he was a good dude.
My favorite memories of Arm are memories that we spent together with friends.
We went Memorial Day weekend. We went to Fenway Park in 2012, I think. We got some seats right behind the visiting dugout for pretty cheap, and we spent the night up in Boston. We had a really good time. We took cabs back and forth, but what I really remember most about this was as soon as the game ended, I've never seen somebody so excited at the possibility of room service. We literally ran out of the stadium, got into a cab, and went back to the hotel and ordered a bunch of pizza, and when it got there, he didn't really even want it that much. I think he just liked the idea of it more, but we managed to enjoy it anyway.
Because those are the experiences that matter, and those certainly are the ones that matter to me.
I was just sitting on the ground, too young enough to probably even walk maybe. The little kid accidentally missed Andy's glove and the ball hit me in the face. Andy charged at that little kid like, don't hurt my little sister. It just shows you how much he loves and cared about me, even though it was an accident, but the little kid, don't touch my little sister.
He took me at 11 or 12 years old, and he brought me into his fantasy football league with his college friends, which doesn't sound too impressive, but if you really think about it, how many brothers would do that? He bought me Eagles playoff tickets. That's something I could probably never pay him for. I mean, how many people get to say that they went to their favorite sports team's playoff game with their older brother?
Andrew was small, and he was a really good pitcher, so it kind of psyched out the other teams all the time. Whenever I was in the stands and he was pitching, every time I yelled, reach out, he struck somebody out.
When the A's won the championship, that was such an exciting night. It might as well have been the World Series. Stands were packed. It was a great game. and they won, and he was the pitcher. We were so proud, and that was so exciting.
I think the first time that I realized that Andy and I were going to be not just brother and sister, but really good friends was when we moved to Florida. All of our friends were in the house hanging out with us, and they all had to leave. And I just remember sitting in the corner and crying, and he came over and just hugged me and made me feel so much better. And for that time, I just remember thinking, like, my brother is more than my brother. He's also one of my best friends.
He's really impacted me too, obviously not as much as my sister, but just really sincerely just brought wonderful just light and love, and it's awesome.
We were walking in Central Park, and it just felt right, and it felt easy, and it was a good weekend. He's not only my partner in life, but he's made me grow into a better person. I would not be this person and have this positive outlook if I didn't have Andrew.
I was his first technical client, training me in the living room at the old place just to make sure he'd be good at it, and he was.
He's my trainer. He's given me a healthy outlook on life again, and that's an experience I don't think I could even put a price on. He's made me a better person through meeting him and knowing him. I'm on the right track, and I am because of him.
I think whenever you have friends for different stages of your life, it can really feel the difference in yourself. He was with me, freshman year when my girlfriend and I broke up, and he was the one who talked to me first.
I had just had a hip replacement, and I sat down in the chair, and it went backwards and hit the floor. Andy came over there, and he sat and he held my hand until EMS got there, and I'll never forget that. Never.
Kind of going through all that stuff and learning who you are is sort of, to me, how you define friendships and how you know how close you are to somebody.
I never felt that connection with anybody in my life until I met Andrew.
Being at his wedding and being in his wedding and all that kind of stuff, it's just weird to, life is becoming a blur as we get older, but I know he'll be there for the long haul.
It's just incredible how he can just keep motivating and smile and make me laugh and smile every day, and life's so much better with him in it.
Andy is literally the best. Every year on my birthday, he'll take me to a baseball game, we'll do something together one-on-one, we'll go out to dinner, we'll do something, and it means a lot. It was just always fun to hang out with him and relate on that level, and that's something we relate to.
He is the closest you will get to my dad of anybody in the family.
And he's a leader, and he takes over and says what he's thinking, but it's part of his personality that's really good.
I did learn how competitive he is, because the first time I saw one of the November Fest dances that you guys did, oh my God, he was so serious. Even though he wasn't performing for anybody but us, it still had to be perfect.
And he wanted everything perfect, so he had to deal with the 5-year-old messing up and not knowing how to dance.
Age difference in siblings can really be detrimental to a relationship, but for me and Andy, there really hasn't been any strain whatsoever. We never really questioned it, and we just knew that we were brothers, we loved each other, and that's never changed. I feel really fortunate to have him as a brother.
I think that in life there are friends that stay with you, and there are friends that come and go. Arm is a friend that's never going to go away from me.
Soon there will be kids, I'm sure, and who knows where we'll all be living, but it's nice that we've had this time together, living close by, being able to hang out, and something that I think I'll cherish forever.
I have never seen a family that was so close and did everything together and had fun with it.
I always saw him as that is the ultimate goal. You want to be doing what Andy's doing. You want to be just like him, and I still feel that way.
He is my go-to guy for a lot of things. If I am stressed, if I have questions, I call my brother because he is grounded and centered, and if I'm acting crazy, he'll tell me, that's not a big deal, like, why are you worried about that? Or who cares, just do that yourself. Or he's just always so supportive and has really good advice.
I see him accomplishing all these things with the gym, and it strives me to be better. I want to be as happy as he is. I want to be as successful as he is.
Not many people could have the courage to do what he did. to recognize something that he wanted to change in his life, then go about actually doing it and successfully doing
The
it.
children usually learn from their parents. He kind of guided me, and I went through the same program he did, and now I have found that personal training is such a big deal in my life.
He's got plans for himself and his future that he has a really good chance to realize.
No matter what I'm doing, or no matter what he's doing, or what either of us are going through in our life, I know I always have him. I know he always has my back, and I hope he knows that I always have his. I love him to death. He's my older brother. He's the only one I'll ever have. He's the only one I've ever wanted.
The wedding was beautiful. Him and Jess did a great job. He found a wonderful, wonderful wife. Couldn't ask for anything more for him. They were meant to be together. They were put together. Somehow they were put together.
Andy, I hope you have a wonderful, happy life. You've met a great girl. You guys make a beautiful couple.
Everything from now was just him growing and turning into the man that he is, and I hope that 30s kind of brings, you know, upgrade in career, home, family, and just I wish the world for him, and I'm so happy that I'm going on this ride with him.
You're a really great guy, and I really hope that you know that and you know how much you're loved and appreciated.
He's 30 years old now, so he's an old man. He's definitely more physically active than I ever am, so he's got that going for him. I just hope he knows how much I look up to him. I want him to know how much we all really look up to him and appreciate his presence in our lives, because whether he knows it or not, he's enriched every single one of us in one way or another.
30's just a number, and you remember that, and enjoy this thing called life.
30 years flew by. I remember the Ninja Turtles, all the wrestling figures that he had, all the various things in his life that he was interested in. And Anita and I could not love you any more than we do.
That's right.
I love you so much. Thank you for always being there for me. Whenever I need you, you're around. Simple call away. If I ever want to hang out, spend the day with you, you're always willing to come hang out, watch 30 episodes of Survivor in a night. Always a good time.
I can't believe he's 30. I can't believe I said that he's 30. I just think he grew up to be a great man.
I mean, I turned 30. I'm 30 already, so I know what this is like. It is a landmark. We're in the prime of our lives right now.
I hope you have the best birthday ever. You deserve it. I hope you have so much fun running around, playing baseball with all your friends. I figured this was exactly what you want.
Well, I can't wait to see what comes next.
Happy 30th birthday, Andy. I love you so much.
Happy birthday, Arm. Enjoy.
Happy birthday, dude.
Happy birthday, Andrew. We love you very, very much.
Happy birthday!
Happy 30th birthday, Andy. I love you to death, and I hope that everything you accomplished so far in these 30 years pale in comparison to what you'll accomplish in the next 30, because I know for a fact that we haven't seen anything yet from you. I know big things are in store, and this is just the beginning, and I look forward to being part of your life in the future.
Happy birthday, Mandrew!
Happy birthday, Andrew.
Happy birthday, Andrew. Enjoy.
Love you. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Andy. I hope you have a great day and keep on killing it at the gym.
Happy birthday, Andy. I love you.
Have a great birthday, dude. Take care.
Happy birthday.
I'm with you in
Happy birthday, Andy.
Happy birthday, Andy.
We're supposed to do it together.
Oh.